Hey guys, so MiHoYo released a little video that they always release when there's a new character. Um, Paul's banner just dropped, and I think I got both her and Kujo Sarah at the same time within like 30 pulls. And, like the first two times or so, I got Sucrose, which not like I ever really used Sucrose. I should because she's actually pretty good, but yeah, and I think it only took me three, or I mean 30 rather, three times. So, there's that. But yeah, so I got Ball, I got Sarah. So now I just gotta try leveling them up. But I really I mean I tested her out in the trial. She seems pretty good, but obviously I don't have a full understanding of, her moves and what they do. And so here we go.
In the eyes of Inazumans, the Raiden Shogun is not only an archon but also a symbol. She is their superior leader who embodies eternal thunder and radiance. Her Excellency, the almighty Narukami Ogosho, a 1,000-year-old protector of Inazuma. Little do they know that the current ruler of Inazuma, the Raiden Shogun, residing high up in Tenshukaku, is no longer the same Archon who emerged victorious from the Archon War.
The campaign begins.
The Raiden Shogun is a martial artist in pursuit of perfection, with a sole goal of achieving eternity. No matter who stands in her way to eternal euthymia, they have no chance against the divine punishment that shines down with her bidding. It was the Raiden Shogun who originated the Inazuman art of sword and polearm, as well as a variety of blade forging techniques. When ascending swords and polearms, the amount of mora spent by the Raiden Shogun will be decreased. The Raiden Shogun's normal attack can combo up to 5 strikes with her polearm, dealing physical damage. Holding the attack button consumes a set amount of stamina to perform an upward slash, dealing physical damage. Despite claiming to be detached from the mortal world, perhaps the Raiden Shogun still remembers her role as an Archon. She accrues the aspirations of all living creatures for her chakra desiderata. When party members other than her use their elemental bursts, the Raiden Shogun will build up resolve stacks for chakra desiderata based on the energy cost of the bursts used. Then, use up all the resolve accrued to empower her next elemental burst. The resolve accrued by chakra desiderata will dissipate once the Shogun is out of combat for a set time. The exalted Archon devoted to eternity. What caused her to stop in her tracks and listen to the wishes of her people? After unlocking the talent Wishes Unnumbered, the elemental orbs and particles collected by nearby party members will grant additional resolve for chakra desiderata once per set time period. Upon tapping her elemental skill, the Raiden Shogun unveils a shard of her euthymia, dealing electro damage to nearby opponents, and granting nearby party members the Eye of Stormy Judgment. When characters carrying it attack and deal damage to opponents, the Eye of Stormy Judgment will unleash a coordinated attack, dealing AoE electro damage. The characters who gained the Eye of Stormy Judgment will have their elemental burst damage increased, based on the energy cost of the elemental bursts unleashed. Thanks to the Eye of Stormy Judgment, the Raiden Shogun can aid her teammates without being on the battlefield, boosting their offensive capabilities.
Now you shall perish!
Gathering truths unnumbered and the resolve of wishes uncounted, the Raiden Shogun unleashes the Musou no Hitotachi, dealing AoE electro damage, using Musou Ishin in combat for a certain duration afterward. The damage dealt by Musou no Hitotachi and Musou Ishin's attacks is based on the number of chakra desiderata's resolve stacks consumed when this skill is used. While using Musou Ishin in combat, The Shogun's normal, charged, and plunging attacks will be regarded as elemental burst damage, and will be infused with electro damage which cannot be overridden. When such attacks hit opponents, she will regenerate energy for all nearby party members. While in this state, the Raiden Shogun's resistance to interruption is increased, and she is immune to electrocharge damage. After unlocking the talent Enlightened One, if the Shogun's energy recharge surpasses a certain value, the surplus energy recharge grants her a percentage-based electro damage bonus, and more energy restoration while in Musou Ishin. The Raiden Shogun can accelerate the elemental burst rotation of her party while making the elemental bursts of her teammates more powerful. Such a seasoned leader like her remains fearless in the face of any encounter. In combat, the Raiden Shogun can use the Eye of Stormy Judgment to help teammates in difficult fights. When her teammates unleash elemental bursts or collect elemental orbs or particles, the Shogun gains more resolve for Chakra Desiderata. Wait for an opportune moment to unleash Musou no Hitotachi to deal lethal damage to your enemies, and enter Musou Ishin to clean up the battlefield while regenerating energy for the whole party, to enable a round of elemental bursts that will strike foes down as fast as lightning. Neighboring the Dark Sea, Inazuma has witnessed many a war. For the pursuit of eternity and the prosperity of Inazuma, the Raiden Shogun stuck stubbornly to her path. But what let some bloom made others wither. There is no gain without the pain of loss. When facing their fears, Archons and mortals are all the same. Yet Archons are born arrogant. By attempting to grasp the heavenly principles, she brought a disaster upon mortals. Perhaps some may say that I'm overstating what happened, but I'm just speaking from experience after all.
Well, definitely love that whole image of the Booba sword. Like every time you see her, they've got some kind of picture or animation of her pulling out that sword. So yeah, they tried to, dare say, milk it for all it's worth. God. So she looks really, really cool. I mean, I would know. I got her. But usually once I get them, I don't really test them out until they're at least level 70. Because, I mean, they're not going to be able to do jack shit at a lower level. Unless you got them, like, freaking maxed out with their constellations. And to do that, that would cost, just to level her up, you would need, like, a couple $1,000, like $1,000 or two. So it's... nope. No. But, yeah, so I mean, it's definitely good to have better characters for Spiral Abyss and all that. I mean, I don't know if they're ever going to add, like, you know, more parts to it. But having more characters means you have more options of, you know, party members and stuff like that. But, yeah, she's really cool. And, of course, she's got her Booba sword, which everyone knows and loves already. But, yeah, so good luck to everyone who's pulling on her. I already got mine, so I don't... Her and Sarah came home. It only took, like, 30 pulls or so. But, yeah, good luck to anyone who's pulling, and congrats to anyone who's pulled her already. I'm going after that pole arm, but you know, if you pull her and you don't get her weapon, not big deal. You know, so I like. Sorry, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and kind of tired. But unless I live to serve the people, serve the people. But yeah. So if you have a problem with sword, or not sword for her, but polearm, just kind of go online, look up the best one. They'll have it broken down by the best 5-star and 4-star. So, I mean, chances are one of the 4 stars you're bound to have. So, yeah, you don't need 5-star weapons for 5-star characters to make them good. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.